Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am on a 3 hour intermission, 3 hour break for competition. Although I kind of want to go home, but I'm about to go to, I think Arby's has Pepsi products. I want a Pepsi and I want French fries. If they have Coke products, I'm going to be mad. But I think I'm about to ride home because that's a long break between session one and session two. I'm like, why is there a 3 hour break? But that's what it is right now. So I'm on a break from cheer comp. One of our teams at like the park that I used to coach at, they won first place again at this competition and they won grand champ. So I'm super proud of them. Um, yep, they changed to Coke products. No one sells Pepsi anymore other than Taco Bell, I think. And I really don't want Taco Bell. I really. Oh, they changed their French fries. Oh, I only came here because Arby's had the curly fries. They no longer have curly fries. So there's no sense in me coming here because I don't like anything else from Arby's. They don't have Pepsi and they no longer have curly fries. But I really want a Pepsi. So I guess Taco Bell it will be because I need a Pepsi. Or I probably will just go to like Racetrack or what's that place called? Wawa's or something like that. I'm trying to think. No, Wawa's has Coke products because they have the freestyle machine, I think. I just want a Pepsi. I want a Pepsi. My voice, I already had like a scratchy throat, and then they were killing the mat. So I yelled and yelled and yelled and yelled like a crazy woman. And I strained my voice. Like I can feel my throat getting all tight again. Um, but I was screaming. Like my mother's gonna hate this video that I did because I couldn't sit my happy go lucky behind still, and I was screaming like crazy. So yeah, our Arby's still has curly fries, but added the crinkle cut. Like, well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. All I see on their advertisements are the crinkle cut. I don't know if they have the. Okay, come on, people, go. I don't know if I didn't even bother to go because they don't have. This one doesn't have Pepsi products. They were one of the only ones that had Pepsi. So now the only one that has Pepsi is Taco Bell. So I guess that's what I'll be going at to get me. Well, I'm trying to think. Should I just go to? Because all I really want is a Pepsi. I don't think I want to go to Taco Bell. I got 3 hours. I don't really know what I want to do because I literally have like who has a 3 hour break for competition? It's like 3 hours. Why is there a 3 hour break for competition? That makes no sense. But anywho, how are you guys doing? I figured I'd come on, say hello to you guys, chit chat for a second. I think I'm gonna go home. I don't live like too far from here. Like it's literally right by the mall. Go ahead, baby. Um, so I might go home because it's like literally like maybe 10, 15 minutes if I get hit by a bunch of lights away from my house. So I think I might go home because then I can also make my rice. I was supposed to make seafood rice. I woke up like 4 o'clock this morning, couldn't go back to sleep until like six something. I was supposed to get up at 7 to make my rice and I didn't. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go home and make my rice since I can't. It's 3 hours. 3 hours. Okay, I'm not waiting on y'all. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to. I think yeah, I can't go to Wawa's. I probably have to take the long way and go to Racetrack and get a Pepsi from there. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh no, I don't need gas. I was like, I probably go there and get gas too. But how are you guys doing? Again, we can just chit chat. Don't have questions for me, craft related, business related. I'm just, ooh, should I go into Joann's? Ooh, that's a good one too. Like, should I go into Joann's? I don't really need anything out of Joann's. I have too much stuff in my house. So I try to avoid going to stores unnecessarily because then I just end up with a bunch of stuff. But I just rode past Joann's. So hola, hola. My daughter's, granddaughter's in competition cheer. She's a flyer. Oh wow. Fires are always, yes, I'm a Pepsi drinker too. Uh, that's always like it's the highlight, but that's like also the most dangerous one, like that and tumbling. So one of the dads was doing tumbling during the competition. They have this thing for dads, and normally they stick it to just jumps. This one guy decided to do a cartwheel, and so there's like, oh, let's do this, and then so somebody did a backflip, and then this other dad tried to do it, and he fell on his neck or his whole head, like his head just like I was so scared, like the way they had to carry him off, and then he finally got up, and I'm like, bro, you need to go to somebody's emergency room because that's crazy the way he fell. So yeah, tumblers and flyers, it's very very dangerous when it comes to cheer. Ooh, I forgot. There's a 7-Eleven. I don't remember. I think Wawa's only has Coke. I don't know if there are those places that has both. Um,
New text message from Keisha.
so yeah, I don't know if they have both there, but I really want Pepsi. But I think 7-Eleven definitely has it. Not mistaken, 7-Eleven has Pepsis, and they have slushies. And MJ would probably like it if I brought pizza home if I go all the way home because it's only 1 o'clock now. And the first team is supposed to perform at 3:15. So yeah. Um oh my God. She says now I understand why you aren't a fan of editing. I didn't like it either. I don't like editing, man. Like I want to have an editor on the team because baby, I don't like editing. What do I put on my seafood rice? What do you mean on? So I make it with tricolor peppers and green peppers, onions, of course, adobo, like the adobo seasoning and coloring for that. So I make it with regular parboiled rice with the seasoning. Um, and so for season, and then it's like, well, tricolor, green peppers, onions, fresh like chopped garlic, um, and then still put garlic powder, onion powder, salt, obey, and then there is raw shrimp, crab meat, and lobster meat, and then we get the crabs and put that on top. And then of course I boil my water in vegetable broth, vegetable stock, vegetable broth, either one of them. If I don't have that, then I put the little cube in there, but that's how I make the rice. I boil it in that instead of water, and then saute all of my vegetables and onions and all that stuff together. Then I put in the shrimp. Then I put in the crab meat and the lobster meat and saute all of that together. And then fluff it or like mix it into the rice. So the rice is made, and then I do that. Oh, I forgot my bay leaves. I also put bay leaves when it's boiling. The rice is cooking inside with bay leaves in there. And then once it's all done, mix it all together. Put it in the oven with the crab legs on top so that it can really like soak into the rice, all that goodness. And that's how I do my seafood rice. Hey, hey, hey. Hola. She has broken her arm twice. Oh, wow. Seafood rice is a very um, long process with how I do it. When you could easily just put all of your stuff, like start your rice and then just put the stuff in there. And then while it's cooking, it's there. But to me, sometimes the rice doesn't cook evenly, or to really get everything in there and for your vegetables to be nice and tender, you end up overcooking it. So it's best for me to just cook the rice, which most times even cooks the rice because he does a much better job. It's so weird. I can cook yellow rice. I don't know, like, I don't know, maybe because it has like instructions on it, I feel like I'm like right on. But when it comes to white rice, I've never really, I can cook it. He always says it's the same. I don't know, I think I just like for him to do it because it's like he knows how to put the right amount of butter in there. So yeah, but it's a long process because I have to chop up all of those veggies. We have the attachment for the KitchenAid, the mixer, and it has like the food processor on it, and that's the only one that has like this thing to dice the vegetables. But that can make them where they're too small. So I don't really like to do that. I like to just go ahead and cut up my top, pop it open like a flower, pull that middle piece out, and chop, 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 well, chop, 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 chop. So you've never heard of seafood rice? What? My aunt puts the turkey ham. So not like regular ham, but it's like it's this Jenny O sells turkey ham and she chops it up and puts that in there also. There wasn't any when he even went to the store. He got regular ham, but regular ham, like he had got the diced ham, but that's salty to me. So I'm not gonna put that in there. And I don't want regular ham in it. I like the turkey ham, but they didn't have any. And that's another one that's like a long process because you have to cut it in slices and cut it up yourself. Um, but yeah, my aunt puts that in there sometimes. I like seafood, anything that's seafood. Would even had an assignment in Boston. That was the very first time I had ever had seafood mac and cheese. And I've been trying to find somewhere that compares to that and even tried to make it myself once. I feel like it's still not like how it was there. That was the greatest seafood mac and cheese I've ever had. It was the first time I ever had it, and I've been trying to find something close to it here in Miami ever since. But like in Boston, in that like I don't even know what the heck that area is like called. It was like close to where the Celtics play. It's like this whole like little plaza or I don't know what the heck to call it. But that seafood mac and cheese was so freaking good. And I don't like clam chowder. Even had got some. I don't do clam chowder, but their clam chowder is actually pretty good. I guess I'll go this way. I'll go that way. And I'm just gonna let me see. It's 1 o'clock. She said, as a Bostonian, I'm a true lover of seafood. Yes, y'all know what y'all doing in Boston when it comes to seafood. Y'all definitely know what you're doing. So and that was the first, when I went to Boston was the first time I'd ever been on a subway. I was freaking the heck out because all of our like train transit, like we call it the Metro Rail, it's all above ground. Like it, and you would think that would probably be scarier because if anything ever happens, like you can literally fall from like the top. But all of ours are like Metro Rail, like you can see everything. So I went on a train to go to, I was looking for a hair store, I think. And it went down, and then it went into this tunnel. So for it to be blacked out around me, oh my gosh, I freaked out. I don't understand how people in New York, how they do it. Like to be on a subway where it's like it's pitch black around you, like you just see metal. All I kept saying is something happens, we get stuck in here. Something happens above us. This fall. I was so petrified. I wasn't even sure how I was going to get back to the hotel because that meant I had to go back in the subway. But I was just like, oh my gosh, what the heck? That's the first time I've ever been in a subway. So we were by, he worked, oh God, because there's two of them there. There's two baseballs there, right? I forget which one he was at. Was it White Sox? Oh God, I can't think of which. Because there's two different ones there, and like he worked one of them. But we were like right by like there's a major train station, and then I don't think we walked there. I think we had to catch the train. But I know we were by like this really big. I think it's like it's a children's museum that's over there. Like I can see that from the hotel, and then like this really big hub for USPS, like for the postal service. That's kind of where that hotel was, like over in that area. And then I took a train. So I'm not sure if that's south end, north end. I want to say that was probably north because I think I took the train and then we went to um, what was it? Oh God, I can't remember this. Was it Christmas stuff we went to? What was it that was there? I don't know. But we actually, when he wasn't working, we did a lot of like exploring of Boston. That was pretty cool. I drive. Oh, you drive one of those trains? Really? I love seafood too. Wait, you drive one of those? You're an operator? Oh wow. I've never been on a subway or train or bus. Really? We took a train from Miami to Philly. 27 hours, I think. We were on the train for 27 hours from Miami to Philly. Yeah, we were downtown. I know that much. We were downtown somewhere. I grew up in New York, had to ride the subway to school and everywhere. In Florida, you have to have a car, not New York. Buses, trains are very prevalent. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have a car here. There's a lot, like, I mean, so that is true. Like, for, like, in other places, you can literally get to places faster than the subway. So here, there's bus routes that go some of everywhere. But as far as a train, there's no trains really in like Broward. They don't have like a train transit system. They were trying to get one that went to Broward County or like close, like, because he's coming to the Miami Gardens area. Those plans never really panned out. So for us, it's like just one section and it goes like all the way down south and then it comes like back. It never really comes like really, really north. It goes as far as like where my grandma's house kind of is, and then it kind of loops back around to still go kind of like south, but not all the way south. So we just have like a system that's like right there. And then I think now one goes to the airport because before there wasn't. But yeah, we don't have like a major one that goes like throughout the city and everywhere. You would have to take like 30,000 buses to connect to a lot of different places. So you don't have to have a car. We have a good transit system for our buses, but it takes forever. And then like the number of transfers you would have to do, yeah. So probably yeah, you probably do the car. In the Bay Area of California, we have BART, and it goes up under the bay to San Francisco. That's something to think about, surrounded by water. So there is a tunnel that they built um, that's like at the port of Miami. And then to get to, like, because traffic was always congested because of the heat games and like all the ports and like that's where like all the cruise ships and stuff go. So they built this tunnel that goes underwater. Like, I mean, of course, around it, it's just straight concrete. But when you drive under it, you are literally under sea level, like you're under the water. And that is kind of freaky to go like driving through that. I'm always like praying because I watch too many movies. I'm like, what if just like one of these little things pop and then water just comes flooding in? So I'm always praying when we go through the tunnel by the arena because it's literally underwater. Like they built the tunnel underwater. Wow. I couldn't imagine being like that. Like, does it freak you out? Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine like driving in that all the time. And then I watch too many movies. Like people do crazy stuff on the subway. I'll be too freaked out. I used to take the bus everywhere here. That's how I got to school. When I hit middle school, that's how I got to school. Um, High school, I took the bus like once or twice. Then I have to walk because when my high school is when it was first built, there was no transit system that went that way because like it was literally in the cut. So the bus only went so far, and then you had to walk. Like I wasn't like my grandmother, but I could tell like MJ, I had to walk 3 miles to school because it literally is probably about like maybe It was probably like about 2 miles. The way that where the bus drops you off at and then where the school was, it's probably like a 2 mile walk or something like that. So I can say that to MJ. Like if he goes to complain about stuff, I had to walk because I would miss the regular school bus, and then I would have to hop my butt on the transit bus to get as close to school as possible, and then walk. So I end up missing half the day, and I get to school sweating profusely on those days that I missed it. But I took the bus to my middle school every day for what was that, sixth, seventh, and eighth? Yeah. And even with that, that was another one where we had to walk. So there's no bus that went right by the school. So we would have to just catch the bus, get off at like the McDonald's, and then walk all the way down over the bridge and walk the same one back all the time. I tell Miami, uh, it take forever. The buses here take forever. It's cool, Professor. If you have to do it, you'll get used to it. That sounds like DC as well. BART is sort of like subways. So every time there is an earthquake, trains stop and they have to check the tracks. Oh, yeah. See, no, see, no, no. There's been cases where people have walked through the subway to get out. The rats, oh no, y'all can have it. Y'all can keep it. Y'all can keep it. Y'all can keep it. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Y'all can keep it. Not dealing with no rats. Oh my gosh. Nope. I'm good. I'm glad I live in Florida. Just have to deal with hurricanes every once in a while. No, y'all can have it. Although, you know what? I have seen, well, I've seen a really big roach on the Metro Rail. I'm trying to think, I don't think I've ever seen a rat on the Metro Rail, but I was on a Metro Mover and there was this humongous freaking roach. It was huge. In Florida, you jump in the car, go everywhere. I miss that about New York. She says, what, rats the size of small dogs? Oh, I would freak the heck out. I would freak out. The rats jump out of the garbage cans. Oh no, son. They call what, subway rats? Yeah, no, no, no. And I don't really hang out downtown. I'm actually Floridian. I'm in Miami, but y'all know I can't stand the beach. I don't like the beach at all. I don't go and like just want to hang out at the beach. I don't feel like a lot of Floridians really do. Like, I mean, there's people that love it and like they kind of go out there and they run on it. Like, I don't know, like I don't know. I don't know any of my people that just go out and just hang out at the beach. When I was younger, I did because, of course, my family made me go, and we used to have a lot of picnics and stuff, and like our family reunions and stuff at the beach. But I'm not a big beach goer. And I don't like that seaweed stuff and like the little brown little things that's always at the shore touching me. And then one time when I was in, I think I want to say middle school, and we did go, and I got stung by a jellyfish, and they were like, "Pee in this cup, and then pour the pee on it." Oh, heck, I cannot go home. Oh, I just realized it's a Dolphin game that starts at 3. This traffic is about to get crazy. Oh no, I'm not going home. Oh no, 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 no. I'm not doing it. I just forgot about, I just happened to see people. So if I go home, well, I guess I could go the long way to get back. Okay, no, I can't. Let me see. It's 1 o'clock. I guess I can go home. I forgot there's a Dolphin game, so traffic, but I probably won't even be able to get past. Yep, because right when they got right here, traffic is backed up. I can't even get home because the Dolphin game is they play home. Oh no, U-turn. I'm going back to that end. I guess I will be taking my butt to Michael's or Joann's. I'm at Racetrack to get my Krispy Kreme donut and my fountain drink. And I'm gonna take my behind back the other way. I completely forgot that there is a Dolphins game here. And I'm like, why is traffic? Like, why is there all these cars? Traffic is starting to get backed up because people are starting to go to tailgate because the game should be at 3, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I'm turning around. Yeah, I just realized that I didn't think about that there's a dolphin. And so of course I brought my butt right up 27th Avenue. And right when I got, because I'm like, okay, I want a Pepsi. I do you know I just realized there are no racetracks in Miramar or Pembroke Pines. They too good for a racetrack. They don't have any racetracks up there. So I had to come all the way back to the one on one night off of 199 or off of 203 just so I can get a Pepsi. Because Wawa's has Coke products. And I'm mad. I'm about to turn around because I'm not about to fight this traffic. Yeah, I just realized that. I'm gonna have to turn around. I'm like, right as I turn into the out, because I was riding, and I'm like, why the hell are these Florida troopers just sitting here? Because I looked down at my speedometer to see, okay, I'm like, okay, there's a bunch of Florida troopers over here, right at the turnpike. I'm like, why the hell are these Florida troopers here? And it wasn't until I got right here to the racetrack and I look and then I see somebody walking towards the racetrack with their dolphin gear on. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, there's somebody else. We're going to go ahead and turn around. I'm going to go get my Pepsi. I'm going to go get me some donuts and I'm going to turn around and go back home. I mean, go back to the competition. My family will have to fend for themselves. I'll make seafood rice tomorrow. Um, wow. She says they'll eat you. Hey, Miss Sonia. Oh, you don't like the beach? Yeah, I don't like the beach. I don't like it takes for well, I probably like back then, no one told you about the hack to get sand out of cracks that you did not know existed. Like when I did go to the beach, I felt like I was like, I don't care how many baths I took, I felt like I was wiping sand up out of my TMI, my butt for like days. But then there was like, now there's like YouTube and stuff. So they tell you to use powder to get all of the sand off. So I did that once when we went to South Beach and then we just kind of walked on the beach and I did that once. So I probably wouldn't necessarily like care about going to the beach, but I hate the fact that sand is in every crevice. Is like it never goes away. I don't like all of the seaweed. And I don't like the fact that jellyfish are in there. And then there's been times where sharks have come up, and that's their area. That ain't my area. They make pools for regular folk. The ocean is for the sea creatures. It's not for people. Like I'm not trying to get eaten by a shark. So it's for me. I never go all the way out. And then I don't understand the purpose of salt water. That is the nastiest thing in your mouth. And then people pee. I mean, people pee in pools, but to know that people just pee in the ocean, that's just nasty. I don't think all of that salt is just ocean salt. I think some of it is just nasty. So I don't like public pools and I don't like beaches. So I love the beach. I don't like the sand between my toes. In Florida, it appears they're on most of they're owning most of the racetrack stores. We have very few in Orlando. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, hey, hey. I love the beach, but that sand gets in places I didn't know. Exactly. Yes, it definitely does. And I'm like, I feel like I've been washing like for days and like it never comes off. But that hack of using baby powder is great for sand and is great for getting up glitter. I used to hate, I have a lot of glitter. I don't like doing crafts with glitter because once you do it, it's everywhere. But the baby powder hack definitely helps when it comes to glitter. All right, hold on. We're gonna go into racetrack real quick so I can get my Pepsi. I'm probably when I get off with y'all, I'm probably gonna park in the parking lot, set my alarm, and take a nap in the car because I still have 2 hours. And it's going to take me like 10 minutes to get to. Mm-hmm. I agree with pools. I have one and don't swim in it. Don't nap. Whatever. I need it's 2 hours, mommy. What the hell? Okay. I can't get it to come up. Wait, what?
I'm not gonna go to the state.
I guess donuts. They don't have any sodas. Donuts, it will be yellow. These don't look too appealing. Mm, these don't look fresh. Mm. Let me check this before I grab a whole bunch. Mm. Ugh. Hold on. Thank you. Yep, no Pepsi. I guess I'll get me some ice. I forgot. It's not the same drinking the Pepsi out of the can or the bottle. So I don't really want one of those. To me, that's not the same. But I really want Pepsi. So, oh, you know what? I'm going to see if 7-Eleven. I have to pass by 7-Eleven when I go back to cheer comp. So I'll see if they have any at 7-Eleven. Their slushy machine is out. I thought about that too. Their slushy machine isn't working either. Oh no, there's no. I don't. I mean, uh, 3 donuts. No, thank you. I don't get a bag. Don't waste it. I'm gonna take them now. You want to give me all them lottery tickets? I'm gonna take them. Let me go. That's somebody who was ordering a whole bunch of lottery tickets, and he almost gave them to me. I take them now because he got his almost son. He ordered $50 or $50 straight for some crap, and he was like the other day he ordered. He paid $28 box straight or something like that. Now, if you want to give me those tickets, I'll definitely take them. But I didn't order tickets. But I sure don't take them. I mean, I drink it out of the bottle, not the can. But it's just something about fountain drinks. It just tastes so different. Look at all this backed up. Traffic is ridiculous. Traffic is ridiculous. I'm gonna go this way and take my butt back to competition. I'll probably go inside and take a nap because they were letting people in. Like a lot of people didn't even leave from the first half to the second half, but I was not about to just sit in there. So I'm gonna probably go find the 7-Eleven that's on the way, and like if they would have started like right after the first one, this competition probably would have been done at 3. They're not starting till 3, and it's not due to like the award ceremony isn't due to be done until 6. That's a really long time. Like, and I've been thinking, see, they were supposed to start at 8. It started at 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11. So it took them 4 hours for the first section. There's way more teams. No, they were done by the awards was like kind of like, so it was like maybe like 11ish. So 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. So maybe 3.5 hours. There were less teams in the first half than there was the second half. So I don't understand how they're gonna like they're saying it's gonna be like 6, 7 o'clock when it's done. I don't understand why it's starting so late. Really don't understand that. Why there's so much of a break, because all their competitions before, it just ran straight through. Like there was never this long break. Maybe like 45 minutes to an hour or whatever. Just for like the judges to rest, like all of that. But 3 hours, it's crazy. Where am I? South Florida, like Miami Gardens type area. But if you mean like where am I at right now, I'm on my way back to Pembroke Pines to go to CheerCon. I will say, like this particular CheerCon, I was a little upset when they announced like the location change, because it's normally a lot of people that come to this competition, and I just did not think it will hold the amount of people that normally come to these things, and like where would the cheerleaders go? But the way that it's set up is really nice. Like it feels like we're at like an all-star cheer competition. I think it's really cool the way they have it set up. Really, really cool how they have it set up. No, so this one isn't like an open, like all-star type competition. It's not a competitive cheer. These are cheerleaders who normally cheer for it's a sports league here for football. This is like their Super Bowls. They normally are cheering for the football teams, and they of course have their Super Bowl, their cheer competition. So it's for just the cheerleaders in our league. It's not really a big one. Like the next one that's in Florida, that's a lot of people come to, is Nationals, and that's in Tampa, and that's in like 2 weeks. I plan to go to that one too. That's like an overnight one. Well, I could go there, watch comp, and come right back, but I might stay. Is it on this street or is it on? No, I think. Mm, no, this is Miramar. It's on. It's on Pembroke. Oh, look! It's a Pepsi in my car. Oh wow! It almost made me crash because it rolled under my feet. MJ must have had this. Look! Look at God. He's telling me take your behind back to cop and sit your behind down. There's a whole Pepsi in my car. A CB pack? What's a CB pack? I need my glasses. They're over there somewhere. I think it's on. Yeah, it should be on Pembroke. The 7-Eleven. Not mistaken. I'm going to say it's right across from the Wawa's, I think. Although technically, I mean, only thing is like this little Pepsi. I got this big old thing of ice, so that would do nothing for this. With this little Pepsi. That is one of the things I've wanted a Krispy Kreme donut for the longest. Although I sanitized my hand, we still got COVID out here. As much as I wanted to lick my fingers to get the rest of the icing off, maybe we gonna use a napkin. No, I think it's on. I don't know. Well, actually, there is one on Pines, but then that well, I could get to the facility from Pines, but I want to say, oh, there's one coming up. I'm on Douglas. There's one on Red Road. There's a 7-Eleven on here. And then I can go to Washington Street to get to the facility. On Pines, though, I don't think there's a 7-Eleven on Pines between Douglas and Hiatus, because that's where I'm going, is Hiatus. So I don't think there's a 7-Eleven there, but there is one on Pembroke Road and Red Road. Yeah. And then there's the one that's on Pembroke and Hiatus. Yeah. MJ asked me yesterday, he's like, Mommy, once you learn to drive, how did you learn all these streets? And I'm like, well, for one, we didn't have cell phones back when my mother was driving me around. So you really had no choice but to look out the window. And I used to read everything in sight. So my niece is like that too. Like when we would go like on road trips and we were on the expressway, I would want to read all of like the exit signs and like how far to this. My niece is kind of the same way. She likes to look out and just read. MJ needs to get into that too, but I don't know why he just doesn't. So I'm like, I used to read um the road signs, like the street signs and stuff like that. And so it's like memorize them because even though I wasn't driving, I was still in the car, you get a sense of where you're going. And that's just how I kind of remember it. Like, because up here, In Broward, a lot of it is like the numbers are totally different, and then it's a lot of words. Um, and because it's the end of Broward, it's so weird to go from like northwest, because in Dade, that's the northern side of Dade. And then when you get into Broward, it goes southwest or southeast because it's the south part of Broward County. So like for the numbers to just change like that, it's kind of weird. And then a lot of the streets here are like, there's like, it's not like they're in alphabetical order. You're just going to like Taft Street, Hiatus. Oh, not Red. This is Palm. See, I even messed up. This is Palm Avenue, not Red. But I think there is a 7-Eleven here because there's a CVS and yep, 7-Eleven right there on Palm. Red would be, this is what, 42nd or 47th? This might be 47. So 50, no, wait, which one is red then? Because Flamingo is 67. Is it Hiatus? I'm saying that like y'all are from Miami and y'all know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm like saying that out like y'all know what the heck I'm talking about. But this is Palm and this is 47. And then I know like major ones is like red, Hiatus, Flamingo. But I know Flamingo is 67, like for us in Dade. So red is 57. Then what is Hiatus? Hiatus is just in between 57th and 67th. Hiatus is between red and Flamingo. So that's really like nothing because 47th is red. I mean, 57th is red. 67th, I know is Flamingo. So Hiatus is just in the middle of the two, I guess. We're having a whole Miami conversation because you're actually answering me saying 57th Avenue. And they're like, what the heck are y'all talking about? What are you talking about, Professor? All right. I'm switching masks. Oh, shock myself. Hello, good afternoon. You are very welcome. And that was me. I was the official map reader. I love reading maps. OMG. Like to follow it, from like one page, like all the way down to regular street levels inside cities. Oh, I used to love reading maps. I was the human navigation system for my family when we go on road trips. Ooh, that's a lot of fizz. Yes. I remember when my grandma first got, what the heck? Something is sticky on my nose. Hold on. Okay. May I also have a slice of pepperoni? Might as well get my lunch. Um, but I remember when my grandma first got navigation, and then that was before, you had it just built into your phone or your car. You had to get the one that you just sit on your dashboard. And I was just like, so I'm not useful anymore. Because I was the one that would go through and read it and then connect it to this page and that page and all that stuff. And then when they got the one that sits on the dashboard, I was a little upset. Now it's built into your cars, it's built into your phones. No, thank you. Oh, wait, I forgot to get a straw though. And I remember using MapQuest when I wanted to go to places and like even local places, having to MapQuest everything. I used to MapQuest everything. Later, Joan. My daughter used to do the same thing. I think 47, no, well, 47, 37th is Douglas. That much I know because that's where my mom lives. My mom lives on Douglas. So that one I know. I know that one is 37. Um, Flamingo is 67. Yeah, I know that one. I know those two for sure. But I always mix up Palm and Red Avenue. Well, Red Road and Palm Avenue. Oh, I forgot to rub my hand on the top. My kids are always looking at me funny. I told them, what would y'all do if they didn't have cell phones and needed to get from point A to point B? Yeah, so I still look at maps. Although I must say, for me, Waze has become very, very important. I love Waze. So Waze is very, very important. I don't like Google Maps. I don't like how theirs is. But Waze, that's the deal. All right. Let me pour my 7-Eleven Pepsi in my racetrack ice. Although this 7-Eleven Pepsi looks a little flat. So bad for you, but Pepsi is so good. Can I get out this way so that I can stay on that street? I think so. Oh, this way I can. Ooh, they're washing cars. I need my truck washed. I think even planned to wash the car today, but then I told him, I'm like, I have cheer comp, so there goes those plans. What are y'all gonna do without me for like 2 weeks when I go on a break? Y'all know I go on a break at the end of the year, right? And y'all ain't gonna see me again until 2022, right? Last year I took my break. I'm doing my best though to leave you guys a lot of content to watch when I go on break. Because I was actually supposed to take a break in November and I did it. So the end of December, I'm taking a break. We have a lot of red lights and speeding cameras here in Illinois, and Google Maps tells me if I'm approaching. Yeah, so Waze will tell you that too. That's one thing I like about Waze. Like there used to be a lot more. Now a lot of them they have taken them down. Like a lot of the cities here, like people sued them. They thought it's like they deemed them to be like illegal. So a lot of them have come down. And they don't have them anymore. But in some areas, like in North Miami, man, they have a lot of red camera lights. A lot of them. Here in Pembroke Pines and like Miramar, they used to have a bunch. Miami Gardens, we have a bunch of them, but they don't have as many of them anymore like they used to when they first came out. And they were just giving out tickets like crazy. I will be engaging in my classes, hopefully. Practice, practice, practice. Oh yeah, it's always hard for me not to go live. Like this, once I got bitten by the live bug, 'cause I used to do a lot of like just pre-recorded videos. I go back now, and I'm not gonna lie, when I pulled down a lot of my videos, some of them I did not want to put back up because just doing like a regular pre-recorded, that was before I really knew about like having the benefits of having a good microphone and all of that. Like there's like buzzing and there's all kind of like weird stuff in those videos. I wanted to not put up some of those videos. And a lot of people really don't use version 3, although you can learn a lot. Like version 3 to me is still the best. I still use it on my laptop. I refuse to go to version 4 on my laptop. I still use version 3.6 on my laptop. And I like it better. But when I listen to some of the videos, I cringe. And live videos are a lot different. I mean, some of my live videos are like the greatest because I had to figure out lighting and like placement and then constantly moving around and trying to figure out ways to like get to. So, I had to learn and get into my groove. But it's going to be, oh, trust me, it's going to be very hard because I wake up every morning wanting to get in front of people and teach every single morning. That is what I literally look forward to, is getting up and teaching. I wish I had people who were like regular students. Like, you don't go to work, you come to my classes, you come to my school. Like, I want to be like MJ's teacher that wakes up in the morning and they're there to teach my child. Like, I want to teach all day long. That is my dream. That is my desire, is to do that all day. So yeah, it's gonna be really hard to not do the live videos. I'm not even gonna trip on that or lie on that. Like, that is going to be very, very, very hard for me in not doing live videos. But I know, just for me, I need the break. I know I need the break. I need to, reset and all that good jazz. So it's only to make me a better professor. It also gives time because I give so much content, because I want to teach all the time. Everyone, this isn't their job. Like, they're not just students. They are business owners. They're entrepreneurs. They are, working on their own thing. A lot of these people didn't leave. I just knew that I was going to find a parking spot like in the first parking lot, because so many people so-called left after the first competition, but there's nowhere to park here. I just knew I was going to find a parking spot in the main one and didn't have to walk across the street, but there's no parking spots over here. So I'm going to still go over to the other one. Are there any in this one? Nope, I'm going to have to go park. Oh, but at least there's some in the front right here now. But I know that people are, they have their own businesses and stuff. So they're not like, if someone was like doing this, like, and they were in college and stuff like that, it would be, I'm in college. Like, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to school. And that's what their whole thing is to go to school and learn. Like, I would love to be able to have that type of situation for teaching about creative business. But hey, we know that's not going to happen. So it is going to be really hard for me. I have some like regular classes that I have planned, but as far as like live videos, I'm trying to like do that because I do so much content where it doesn't leave people a lot of time to go back and review it and retry stuff. So I'm just constantly putting out stuff. It means that you can't go back and practice the other stuff. So me having a break, I think, makes people where they have to go back and look at some of the old content. So yeah, I'm going to end up having a break at the end of the year. And so when I take my break is at the end of the year. Because the only time I really go live, like, so I'm not live like on my own platform. I normally still do 25 days of Craftmas. So that's when, like, when people see me. But this year I only have 2 days, and that's the 2nd and the 4th. So it's like this week is all I have for 25 days of Craftmas. I'm going to be on with a few people, like not on, but just to be like their live buddy, to be able to like facilitate and answer questions and stuff like that, because that's how we're going to do it this year. But I won't be like, I only have 2 days, the 2nd and then this coming Saturday is the only days that I have. And then I know we still had, I think, the 23rd and 24th. I'm not sure if someone took those. I may end up doing one of the ones at the end of the year, so you guys will see me with that. But as far as like lives on my platform, once the kids are out of school, I won't be live until 2022. So bad. Oh, okay, no, I gotta go, y'all. Oh shoot. Oh crap. I didn't even realize that. My phone is going dead. Oh, whoa. I gotta record comp. Okay, no, I gotta go because my phone needs to sit on the charger for this hour. Oh God, I can't even see anything. I can't even see y'all. Oh shoot. Okay, I can't even see y'all. My phone is gone out. I need to go because I didn't even realize my phone was going dead and I can't see anything. And I need my phone to record competition. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat my pizza, and I should talk to you guys later. I got pizza in my teeth, or something in my teeth. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace out.